Welcome in, everybody. We are at Shea Stadium here this afternoon. A little rainy, and we've got some thunderstorms that are in the area, but they're pushing off to the north from us now. The start a tad delayed. That'll affect intermission time a little bit, but outside of that, I think we'll get the whole match in here. It's the Colorado Rush and FC Greeley. Teams 1 and 3 in the Colorado Conference of the United Premier Soccer League. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Cory Lopez. We're getting set for the kickoff here. The Rush coming off their first loss to the team from Boulder last weekend. First loss this season. They're 5-1-2, still with 17 points, top of the table. FC Greeley with a win today could tie them, though. It's a big match coming up with the kickoff just around the corner. Here's the starters for the Colorado Rush, or the roster for the Colorado Rush, I should say. And Colin Clark, of course, in there and does everything. And he is, 2 weeks ago, the National UPSL Player of the Week. Had a 3-goal game, and the guy that we're going to be keeping an eye out there, of course. On the other side of the pitch will be the team from Greeley. Greeley FC making the drive down through, well, various clouds and a little bit of rain and then a little sunshine and back to the thunderstorms, where we're going to get this one underway. Coming up next is the Colorado Rush and Greeley FC here from Stream It Sports.
Number 3, Jimmy Fitzpatrick. Number 8, Benjamin Gallardo. Your captain today, number 15, Nick Hartman. Number 19, Jacob Reeves. Your goalkeeper, Sarah Thomas. Number 4, Mark Rowan. Number 12, Andrew Wright. And number 17, Ryan Wilson. Number 10, Daniel Williscroft. For the rest of your home team, the Colorado Rush, led by Joe Webb as the general. Please stay on your feet for your national anthem facing the north side.
We'll return in just a moment. The kickoff is after our national anthem. Shea Stadium here, about ready for the kickoff. See the starters there for the Colorado Rush. Try to get back on the horse here. Glad you're along with us. UPSL action on Stream It Sports. 4 more broadcasts for you here throughout the summer of Colorado Rush soccer. Greeley FC coming in here and an opportunity to get top of the table potentially. They've got to get a win though, and the Rush is trying to stay on top of that table, trying to bounce back from that first loss of the season. 69 degrees here in Highlands Ranch, and the wind is blowing pretty good from the south. That's thunderstorms roll through, and we're a little delayed here. Expected to be a 4:05 kickoff, and about 13 to 15 minutes late here. So keep this in mind when we get to intermission. Intermission is going to be much shorter because we've got other things going on here at Shea Stadium tonight. So they try to get a couple of matching here, and I believe they have a football game coming up tonight. So they will squeeze intermission just a little bit for you. There's our officials that'll be working. Looking forward to this matchup. The last time we broadcast, the Colorado Rush got a nice win. They beat Colorado Springs FC. Andrew White had himself a day. A couple of goals as the Rush were victorious, and that's about a month ago for you. You get a little more consistent with the home matches here and pick up the next 5, including this one. So the Rush you see in the blue kits, the white numbers, white stripes on the shoulders as well. The white kits, black soccer shorts for Greeley FC. The Rush will go right to left in front of us. They'll be going against the wind here this first half. 45-minute halves. And the clock will be counting up. The time will be kept on the field as well, of course, by the lead official. So extra time could be added. And a number of substitutions. More than 3. You are allowed to do a little bit more since this is a pro development league. Exciting news as well. For the first time in the history of the Colorado Rush, they will be playing in the U.S. Soccer Open Cup this Wednesday. As a matter of fact, they take on FC Tucson. They'll be at North Keno Field down in Tucson. You should be able to watch it if you'd like. U.S. Soccer YouTube. A live stream there, and 8:30 Mountain Time. The winner would take on the Colorado Springs Switchbacks on May 17th. We're underway here, and Colorado Rush get ready to go to work. Thomas Shaler is the keeper. He's in the yellow goalkeeper's outfit. The other side of the field will be Paul Pizza. Pizza is in the bright neon green. Throw in coming for Greeley. Talked about the drive, the unusuals. This one's kicked to the side and over the boundary line here. It'll be a throw in for Greeley FC. Mentioned the drive just because the weather, the way it's been here today. Clouds up north side of Denver, and this cross, nobody home here in the near side post, and out it goes, a goal kick here. Sunshine in Denver. The Rockies, of course, playing at Coors Field this afternoon, and they got to about the 8th inning, and then the rains that hit here slowed things down, hit there as well. So cooled things down. Huh? It's almost perfect weather to play outside of the wind that is blowing briskly from the south. Chested ahead by Wellen as he's looking for some room up front. Colin Clark, and it's booted away from him, but a throw in coming for the Rush. Stadium with stadium seats on one side, and that is it. Another throw in for the Rush coming. So the wind is going to affect things a little more on the field. Clark with it, left foot to the far side of the field and offside as the flag goes up. So a free kick is coming here. Clock moving up 45 minutes. Not counting down, counting up, as you see in the Premier League. This one ahead. Shaler's got to come off his line and plays this one with the left foot and puts it into the playground over on the far side over there. Got a big boot on it there. Not have to worry much about the field conditions here as Greeley FC with the cross, and Shaler will get up and get to it. Good thought by Matt Anderson for Greeley FC. Took that left foot. But again, it's already been tried once, and no help here on the near side. Andrew White giving that one up. Clark now. Going to switch fields here. Good play on the far side. Dominguez trying to play that one away, but it will go over the boundary line, throw in for the Rush. Jacob Heaps on the far side with that throw in now. Clark's got it. To the back three. Pretty good pressure by Greeley FC though. This one chipped forward. We were mentioning the condition of the field. It is AstroTurf. It is the new flubber, as I like to call it. But again, it's the old recycled tires down with the synthetic grass that is down there. The tires in there to give it a little softer. And really the only issues I see with it, again, you can get too much water on there, but this field here at Shea Stadium drains pretty well. The only issues I see is when it gets cold enough to start freezing. That's when it gets a little slick. And you see teams that will put longer cleats on it. I'm talking specifically more American football than it is for soccer, but you put the longer cleats on so you can dig in a little bit, get through some of the ice that builds up on it. See that ball skid across the turf though, and that'll be a throw in for Colorado Rush. So it plays much differently than natural grass. Obviously, it's going to be a faster surface. You can get the skids, though, particularly because the surface is wet now. You don't always get the skid when the field is dry. Throw-in coming for Greeley FC on the far side now. Ron Carvajal going to give that one up. Throw into the midfield here. Greeley FC trying to put something together. Chipped over the top. Too much on it. One hop and away it goes. Look at Vermunoz right in the middle of the pitch. Clark taking off the ball, but the ball will come to a player in a blue kit anyway. Out of white. Shaler has touched the ball a little more often here than I think that he would like. Fitzpatrick, easy to pick out. He's got the long, flowing blonde hair there. Fitzpatrick sounds like it's Irish, but that's got some red in it too. One hop, Shaler is there. He's been playing outside the 6. You can see, boy, look at that. Big left foot. Headed back, though, and an easy play. He's on. Will take that ball and send it forward, and Greeley FC try to get something together. Greeley's done a nice job possession-wise. White was offside, or Clark, that is, was offside, so let that one go. 7th minute here. We play 45-minute halves, and again, intermission going to be very brief. They're going to squeeze this one in the allotted time as best they can. That's what happens when you've got a multi-use facility. Got a football game scheduled later tonight, so try to get things done here. Clark, nice job to stab that one out of the air and control it down to the far side. We'll play with the right foot, and it's played away by Pisa. And good sportsmanship there. The two come together. You can see, boy, great job. Stayed low. That was potential trouble there. Nice job by Benjamin Gatto. Rush trying to keep the pressure on. Little push from behind and out. It goes, and they say play on. Oh, he got pushed from behind in the box, too. How about that? Whew. Lucky there. There's Woolscroft down there. Fitzpatrick to head that forward. Pressure still on. Step through. Here come the rush. To the side, now across. Nobody there. All the way through the crease, so to speak, and through the far side. So a throw in coming for Greeley FC. Colorado Rush going to keep the pressure on here a little bit, though. Another throw in. Glad you're along for the broadcast here. Colin Clark's had himself a nice season so far. Remember, Clark spent 4 or 5 years with the Colorado Rapids. I remember calling Colin Clark games when I was doing the Rapids broadcast. Defender just got his foot to it, got quite a bit on it. It'll stay in the pitch. And Wilson put a lot on it. He's trying to get a little something going over the top. Instead, Greeley FC did a nice job the first about 4 minutes of the match here, keeping a good possession, but nothing on goal for either side. Shaler will roll it back out to his defender. Wilson send this one over the top. Over the boundary line. You get a lot of lines out there playing the yellow or the gold lines here. Clark, aggressive. Fitzpatrick, a one touch. He'll get it back on the boot here, and now tries to chip it forward. Touching his way through, and out it goes. A little too much clutching and grabbing going on there. A foul against Woolscroft. So free kick coming for Greeley FC. You can be part of these games too if you'd like. You could join Colorado Rush as a broadcast sponsor. Your sponsorship provides viewership to thousands of soccer fans and gives these players the spotlight they certainly deserve. Contact Joe Webb. Details 720-341-8855 or jwebb, W-E-B-B, at coloradorush.com. Greeley FC play this forward here. Munoz switches the side here. Greeley FC tries to work that far side. A little one touch, but nothing there by Dominguez. Fitzpatrick trying to send it forward. Too much on it. Down this far side. Gonna stay in play there, and upended there. Let's see, Terrence Clay, a little too aggressive. Oh, he's riding right on the back there. Ooh, that's Nick Hartman. Hartman, the captain on the field here. Woolscroft trying to send that forward. Woolscroft still very aggressive on it. But for the Colorado Rush, you think about it, they haven't really had any looks. They've really tried to put the pressure onto the midfield here. Keep the pressure on. Greeley FC's done a nice job. These two played to a draw earlier this season. Second time around. That ball's starting to get away a little bit. And free kick coming. Again, a little clutching and grabbing in the early whistle here. Number 12 minutes in. Officials just trying to keep the clutching and grabbing to a minimum here. Clark. And just missed touch that time by Giano. Good strong Long throw in there by Shawaki. Rush trying to push forward. A little 1-2 work. And whoop, tripped up there. Munoz. Just kind of upended there. So free kick coming. Pretty good distance. Good 40 yards out. Wind got a hold of that one a little bit with the extra roll by Vega. Vincent Vega. Now that is a great name, if anyone knows their Pulp Fiction. Into the box for the moment, played out by the Rush defense. Greeley FC trying to build up, cannot. Now the Rush to send this one forward. Way off his mark, Pisa, and he will chip this one down and head it forward. Counterattack potentially for Greeley. Munoz back to the left side. That's where Greeley FC's got to work. Middle of the field now, left foot, and shanked it. Out it goes. Dominguez could not get the boot on it there. Towed it to the left, and a goal kick coming. No score. Into the 15th minute here of the first half. Make sure you visit rushprodevelopment.com. Player profiles, the latest news, and so much more at your headquarters for Colorado Rush UPSL action. Throw in coming for Greeley FC here. Playing at a stalemate essentially here. Neither keepers have really had to do much. Although both have had to come off their lines a couple of times and outside of the 18 to make a play, and have done so successfully. 69 degrees here at the start, but it certainly has cooled down quite a bit. And this wind out of the south is, you'd think it'd be a little bit warmer, but it is brisk. Chip to the far side, played over there. Harbahal. Trying to play it to the top of the 18, could not be done. White with a touch. Fitzpatrick's on it. Heavy touch though, and whistle. And from behind the play here, a whistle and a free kick coming for the Rush. Did not see what happened there. A quick restart by Colin Clark. Touched forward, too much on this one, and again, not much to slow it down out there. Once the players kind of get the speed, they're good to go. And again, home pitch for the Colorado Rush here, but again, you play so often on grass, you forget how fast it really is on the artificial surfaces. See teams in the MLS that play on artificial surfaces too. I think of BMO Field up in Toronto, where the Toronto FC plays. Everybody kind of decried, oh, that's not professional soccer. You can't. Well, they've been doing it now for 20-some years, so everybody's kind of used to it. And the way they mow down the pitches, anyone who's experienced Dick's Sporting Goods Park, it's like a putting green almost. So that ball will move along pretty good. Header will go wide here. Pretty nice cross. You saw Hernandez get up there. Gerardo Hernandez, by the way, you say pretty good height. I don't have his specific dimensions here, but let's say 6 feet plus, okay? Cup of coffee with Tigres. Played in 2014 for Tigres. Spent 3 years at a lower division in Mexico as well, playing professional soccer. Chested down, Hernandez trying to send this one back up over the top. Nobody's there though. This one's headed over the end line, so a goal kick coming. "18 minutes in here." Yeah, off to the west, to the south of us. See some clouds outside. They don't look as ominous as they did when I pulled in here to Shea Stadium. And I was watching as I was driving in, thinking, "Whoa, those are storm clouds." Not so much anymore. A little higher clouds. And in fact, the sun is threatening to peek out here. If that high bank of clouds up top pushed any farther to the northeast. Shaler's going to come out and scoop that one. Well, I'll tell you what, there's nothing about placing. Shaler punts that ball out of there. He is trying to drive it as far downfield as you can. You can see what the game plan is against Greeley FC for the rush. That is attack, attack, attack. Put the pressure on, and put the pressure on by being very aggressive offensively. When you get into the offensive, you get into the midfield, then you get into the offensive third. Keep the pressure on, even when Greeley FC has possession. Get on him. Clark, nice job to whittle his way out of trouble, but instead that will be a foul behind him and a free kick for Greeley FC. Hashiwaki will have the free kick. Jun Hashiwaki is originally from Japan. High school soccer in Japan. Playing here in the Rocky Mountain region. And a drive and grabbed before it even touched the turf. Shaler with a nice save. The left-footed drive coming in on him. He was kind of waiting for it to dip, never did. Had to get the mitts underneath it. I'm sure it didn't go between the wickets. No one's taken a corner yet. That's the first shot on goal that we've had, unofficially anyway. Wind coming a little more from the west and south now. Coming off the mountains. That's where you're getting things to cool down a little bit. Clark send it back to Hartman. Hartman to touch it forward. White has to take it away. Dominguez send it through, onside, right foot chipped over the top and hit the crossbar, and actually over the soccer crossbar, and so it's a dead ball. Can't play it off of that second one that is actually the crossbar that connects the goalposts for football. So a goal kick here. And Greeley FC tried to keep the pressure on with heavy touch and turned over. And then given right back. Fitzpatrick now. Touch back by Crowley. And he's got it on his boot here. Whoop, trouble coming. A run from behind by Carbajal. Lots of pressure from Greeley FC. Good possession work though by Colorado Rush. Tries to touch his way through, stays in to the midfield, down. Sent here to the far side. Here comes White and can't quite get up there and get on top of it. Boy, that one was smoked from the far side. To try to settle that down. Takes superhuman leaping ability to get up there and try to do something with it. All he could do is hit his noggin on it. Vega. Back to Hernandez. Hernandez will look to go over the top here. Well played that time defensively. Ryan Wilson got up there and was able to settle it, keep it from deflecting out to a Greeley FC player. Play on, they say, boy. Well, the players called it. Assistant didn't see it. I think he was checking to see the alignment on the backside of the Greeley FC defense. Everybody agreed on that one, though. We even saw it from over here. So. Rush for the opportunity now. Throw in. Wellen. Back to Clark. Trying to get it ahead to White. It's touchdown. Another throw in. Chipped over the top. Fitzpatrick sliding, trying to get possession of that one. And a push from behind and a foul there. Henry Soto did a nice job staying on the ball. Fitzpatrick got him by 6 inches easily, height-wise, but put the arm out, gave him a push. Yowzers. Boy, that one went right in the face of one of the FC players there. Inadvertently, he was just trying to clear that down. Whew. Well, that'll wake you up there. It's Terrence Clay. They're going to hand the ball to Clay, and Clay will touch it down. So one thing that, and we were lucky enough we didn't have any injuries in the last broadcast we had, but the sportsmanship for soccer, particularly when you have a running clock, when someone is hurt, the opposing team will usually kick the ball to the side and out of bounds to give that player an opportunity to clear his head, or barring any real serious injuries, give him the time to catch his breath. And then the team that had the injured player will then play the ball back to the opposing side, and they'll play on. It's just a sense of good sportsmanship because there's no timeouts in soccer. Game's been played for well over 100 years. Clark is upended. That'll be a free kick, and in a dangerous area now for the Colorado Rush. Yeah, game's been played for well over a century and 130, 40, 50 years. Organized in Europe for many years, the late 1800s, almost mid 1800s. So the rules of the game, and again, I don't think that's written down anywhere. That's the unwritten rule of the game, but it's good sportsmanship. Free kick didn't turn out to be much for the Colorado Rush there, and Greeley FC with possession now. Bounding ball through. It got away. Hartman there, though, and now Shaler's going to send it forward. Fouling, touch to the far side. Clark will get to it. The Rush build forward here a little bit. He's going to take the run down the far side and keep it in. Tries to touch it over the top. Stays with it. Still got it. Touches out front. And cleared away to the far side. Best run the Rush have had all afternoon. Quick throw in into the box. Clark's got it on his boot now. He touches his way through. Still trying to keep possession. Just got away and it's chipped out. Rush to keep the pressure on. And a free kick on top of the box here. Oh boy. A lunging stab at the ball by the Greeley FC player, and Daniel Williscroft got the worst of it. Clark comes over and says, "Are you all right? And let's get up and let's get going here." Take a look at here at the ball is touched out. Boy, that was beautiful. Leaves it there. Had Fitzpatrick right there in the middle, but Greeley FC doing a nice job defensively after allowing Colin Clark to dribble his way in there. The Rush have done a nice job defensively as well. Greeley FC's been able to push in from time to time. The yellow card be handed out to Gallardo. Gallardo, I should say. Gaido. Played at Loyola Chicago in the Development League with the Chicago Fire in the MLS. Long conversation. The referee and Benjamin. I'm going to say if he spent a lot of time in Chicago, that's probably an Italian name. Hometown's Denver. But Greeley FC will have possession here as they will push forward with that free kick. See if the Rush can get it right back here. Battle in the midfield. They're going to chip over the top. Assistant was ready to blow the whistle there, and it might have been an inadvertent whistle. Shaler will come off his line and scoop it up. It was offside, but he did not. He didn't raise the play. He was going to blow the whistle, and then the defender got back for the Rush, and no need to blow it. But yeah, so kind of an inadvertent whistle. Players kind of played on. Push from behind by Dominguez, and doing that with the official right in front is, you're not going to get away with that. Now, if Fitzpatrick was able to keep possession, then they wouldn't have done anything, but because he pushed him from behind, Fitzpatrick lost possession, so a free kick. And the Rush not trying to just run that ball right over the top, keeping possession here. Nice touchdown. White to try to stay with it. At far corners, he tries to work his way through. Gallardo, the cross, and Pisa off his line and urging his teammates forward now. With the wind, sends it here to the near side. Boxing out, says the official. Hartman doing a little boxing out there on Terrence Clay. Clay, who got drilled right in the face. Good to see him staying out there and playing. Seems to be okay. Nope, it was right on the boundary line, so actually throw it with the Rush. I thought maybe Hartman got tabbed for kind of boxing out there a little bit. 31st minute, on to the 32nd we go, and we're getting 45-minute halves here. Greeley FC with a shot on goal. Shaler with a nice save. It was a good, solid drive for the far side, outside of the 18, so from distance. Waiting on that ball to kind of knuckle down. It never did, but Thomas Shaler did a very nice job to stay with it. Shaler, a couple of years, Metro State, played at Illinois as well. Spent 5 years with the Central Illinois Select. Our last broadcast had a clean sheet against Colorado Springs FC. Ball tipped over the top. And a little nudge from behind and a quick whistle by the official to say, Mark Wellen, you had a little push there, and Oshawoki will take that. It was a battle between the two fours down there. And 33rd minute, Strategy being discussed by the keeper and one of his defenders. The right foot to it. Headed back, headed down. Shaler's going to stay right with it. Dangerous play. Matt Anderson was running right alongside there. Watch here. Oh boy, I don't know. A little bit of a forearm there, but not much to that. Touch forward. White to get to it here on the near side. Andrew White trying to cross. He is deflected. And over the boundary line, throw in coming for the Rush, and Colorado will send players forward here. "34th minute, opportunity now for the Rush. Go into the box. Cross to the far side. Chested down to the middle of the box, and it'll be sent away. Throw in on the far side here for the Colorado Rush. Trying to put the pressure on. Well played match on both sides.
All right, for news, scores, and player stats, please visit the league website, UPSLsoccer.com.
Ball and sent forward.
All the information of the league.
White, back it comes to the middle of the pitch. Willis Croft tried to send it all the way to the far side, got by Clark, and now Greeley FC could try to put something together. First 5 minutes of the match, it was Greeley FC that controlled possession, but it has been all Colorado Rush here, and that's a whistle. And now we're going to have a talking to, or maybe a yellow card coming. You saw the little extracurricular activity going on. The official's going to say, "Nah, we'll just go ahead and make the free kick, but you're going to get a warning." Nick Hartman is going to get a little warning. Hey, already blew the whistle. You already got the foul. Let's not keep this thing going here. You don't want a free kick for Greeley FC on that side. It's Patrick an opportunity. He's going to touch it to the post, but way too far ahead for anybody to get to. Times we mentioned Andrew White's now had to have some superhuman powers to get to some of the balls that have been sent to him. He'd had been like the Flash to get to that one. And again, it's the adrenaline gets the best of you sometimes. Fitzpatrick had a little bit of real estate in front of him, but spotted White to the left side, but sent it too far forward. Sliding tackle, and that will be a free kick opportunity there. Brian Wilson went down, got the ball, but then the follow through is what prompted the whistle. A free kick opportunity now, and Greeley FC is going to push some numbers down. Hernandez will step forward. Can't quite see him in the picture. He's top of the 18 here on the near side, though. Chip to the middle, header, grazing off the head, and out of bounds it goes. Terrence Clay couldn't do much with that one. Just got up there, it just grazed off the top of his head. There's no way he's going to get on top of it. Headed forward, White trying to get to it. Instead, Greeley FC will have possession. Touchdown, throw in for Greeley FC. Matt Anderson into the box it comes, and it touched through, and a goal for Greeley FC. Are they calling it no goal? What are they calling it? And a yellow card for the keeper for the Colorado Rush. Well, they will call it a goal, and the yellow card, a little taunting call potentially. Terrence Clay, oh, the finish on the tumble. Yes. Terrence Clay, I believe. 15. I believe it was Clay. I was watching the extracurricular activity. And a 1-0 lead here. And now a Greeley FC player is down on the turf. Well, a little confusing after the goal, but the yellow card comes for the extra kick at the end. Can we replay? Since we've got an injury here, maybe we can. Yeah, Terrence Clay is who we're going to give credit to. Down into the box. Ball sent in, and down it goes. Left foot will go high. Shaler got to it, could not control it though, and a one-time opportunity for Greeley FC to really put the pressure on there. Juan Carbajal got his left boot on it, but could not get on top of it. Goal coming in the 38th minute, and Greeley FC up 1-0. Boy, for the Rush, they have dominated possession here, but have not had a shot on goal. He's too much on that one, and out it goes, and an opportunity for the Rush now. Crowley, chipped forward. Into the box. Whoop, that one got left behind. Ooh, boy. Play on, they say. Play will touch it ahead. Trying to keep that one alive. Race is on for Greeley FC, and a nice slide tackle by Hartman. But Greeley FC can put the pressure on again. 1-0. Greeley FC in the 38th minute. Terrence Clay with the goal. Came with a chip over the top. Clay able to get to it, and then kind of bulling the China shop opportunity, push his way through. And Shaler, not much that he could do with it. Had 4 yellow cards handed out. Oh boy, that's a handball. They didn't see it. And it'll be a throw-in, though, for Colorado Rush, so it works out. Matt Anderson went up to play it, and it came down, and he actually had his hands down by his waist where the ball came down into that area. But he couldn't control it. It was a throw-in for the Rush anyway. Clark sends it forward. Bowles-Croft tried to send it down, but here comes Greeley FC now. Important 5 minutes here after the goal. And boy, Greeley FC almost put together another one. White's got it now. Transition. Try to touch that through. And instead, Greeley FC has it. Vega. Dominguez. Some real estate. Played off the ball. Official says play on. And now Vega will push him down and get a foul and a free kick coming for the Colorado Rush. Colin Clark got the worst of that one. 42nd minute now. Such an odd goal. Boy, it was a nice goal for Greeley FC, but the finish was the quick whistle and the 2 yellow cards he got handed out right after. It kind of took away, I think, a little bit of the momentum to the advantage of the Colorado Rush, although they wondered if the goal was going to stand. And realizing that the card was given for the finish afterward. Turned over by Wilson. Didn't really have any help over on that far side, so a throw-in coming for Greeley FC. Be interesting to see what Greeley does now with a 1-goal lead as we head toward intermission. Again, there's not going to be a lot of break time between the two halves here. For the rush. This is not exactly the way you want to go into the U.S. Open soccer competition. Lost your first match. Clark pulled down. And a free kick opportunity for the Colorado Rush. First time in the Rush's history they get to play in the U.S. Open Soccer Cup, and you're 2 weeks out, you lose to Boulder FC, and now you're down a goal at home here to Greeley FC. The cross to the far post and headed out. Fitzpatrick to send it into the box, one hop, and Pisa is there. '44th minute. Winding down toward the edge of the half here, and again the possession has been controlled by the Colorado Rush here, but it's a little turnovers, and this is where trouble starts. Clark now trying to push his way down. Aggressive tackle there, and Clark upended. Chested down, played by Hardman. And the Rush will try to push forward here. Willis Croft. Clark played off the ball again. Willis Croft's got it again. He'll try to work his way through the midfield here. Clark now sends it over the top. And it'll be swept to the side, so we throw an opportunity. Let's see if the Rush will push the numbers down. 45th minute. Let's see if we go right to the 45 here. There was an injury, so we may have a good 2 to 3 minutes of extra time coming here. The official time kept on the field by the lead official. Again, swept away. Hashiwaki. Clark will throw this one in. Turned over. Greeley FC. They are content to just send it down and burn a little time off here. Wilson tries to send it down instead. Rush trying to keep track of it. This one headed to the boundary line, and it'll go out. So we're into extra time here. The Greeley FC, let's see, they could push this a little bit. We have not had a corner kick for either side. We've had 2 shots on goal by Greeley FC. Yet the Colorado Rush have really controlled possession, but have not been able to crack the defense here. That'll do it for the first half. Only about a minute's worth of extra time. The two sides will head to the bench, or at least to the locker room, for a short period of time. It's at the referee's
It is halftime. Just to let everyone know, the halftime show will
discretion.
be shorter today because of the rainstorm. Score is FC.
So a shorter halftime. We'll see what they put up on the board here. We'll hold for the moment so we let you know. The referees will head to the locker room. A little hydration. I would assume we'd be back fairly quickly. 1-0 the score. FC Greeley with the lead here at Shea Stadium over the Colorado Rush here on Stream It Sports.
As the game gets warmed up there and the official takes the official gameplay, I'd like to give an official shout out to Streaming Sports, who's doing a live stream and announcing online. Please look it up, streamingsports.com.
Ready to go, second half here. A 1-0 lead for Greeley FC. Scored in the 38th minute, Terrence Clay. Despite the fact that the Rush controlled possession most of that first half. So, the Rush will need a bit of a comeback here in the second half. Last time these two teams faced up early on in the season, it was a 1-1 draw. If this is a straight-out win for Greeley FC, they would tie the Rush at the top of the table. 45 minutes to decide this one here, and Colorado Rush has been very, very aggressive within the midfield, but they haven't been able to find any kind of opening at all to even put a shot on goal. 2 shots on goal unofficially for Greeley FC. One of those got by. Thomas Shaler, the keeper. See what the strategery is here in the second half for Greeley FC specifically. Do they settle back into a shell a little bit, play conservatively, or do they take their chances? And when I say that, the counterattack is what they've really kind of done. They did set back defensively a little bit due to the pressure that came from the Colorado Rush, but what they were able to do was a nice job with the counterattack and able to push that ball forward at times and get a couple of looks. Push from behind there. Hello, Matt Anderson. A little too much on the push there on Willis Tromp. So free kick opportunity for the Colorado Rush here. Wilson will send it across. Turned into a pleasant and cool spring evening now. The wind has died down from the south. The thunderstorm has pushed well off to the north and up into northeastern Colorado. Delayed the match for about 15 minutes here. So Ball all the way over the top, and Greeley FC with the throw-in opportunity now. 69 degrees at the kickoff. By the way, I was talking about the scenarios that would crop up here. Should Greeley FC win this one, they would be tied at the top of the table with 17 points. Greeley FC looking for their 5th victory of the season. Colorado Rush 5-1-2. Greeley FC 4-2-2. Bounding ball. Shather's going to scoop it. Sends to Fitzpatrick. Willis Trump. And Clark was onside there. Could not get the ball all the way through to him, though. And now the ball sent back. And out it goes. A throw-in opportunity. And the Rush will push some players forward here. Fitzpatrick. Clark now touches here to the near side. Heaps offside. He didn't like the call, but and again with the markings of the football field, a little easier to make those calls. A lot of lines you can line the guys up with defensively and whether someone is onside or offside. Tripped over the top. Wilson. Heaps and Williscroft trying to work his way through. Touches it ahead to Fitzpatrick. Got a man out front, and this one headed wide. Just could not, at full speed, couldn't quite get the right boot on it. Gato. On the way, Benjamin Gato. He has a yellow card to his name as well. Don't know about the accumulations of the cards for any of these players, so I say that with with league rules. I'm sure there's a specific number that you get up to, you would get suspended for a match. But I don't have those season totals. So. We've seen 4 or 5 yellow cards handed out here. Gator played off the ball. He's on trying to send that over the top. Wilson got to it first instead. Heavy touch and whoop. All the way down the hill. It'll be a throw-in for Greeley FC. Or not. Rush will take that. And a little too much on the shoulder into the player. So they call it a foul and a free kick opportunity. And the whistle from behind. Colin Clark gets called for the foul, so a free kick goes right back over to Greeley FC. Greeley FC pushing some numbers forward here. A second goal in this one would be huge. 51 minutes into the match. This one chipped up there. Shaler's going to come off and play it. No real threat to that one. Clark on the far side, left foot over the top. Nobody's going to be there. Going to skid over the boundary line. 1-0, the goal in the 38th by Terrence Clay for Greeley FC. Fitzpatrick says, I barely touched it. Matt Anderson went down pretty quick. Jimmy Fitzpatrick from Jensen Beach, Florida. Spent some time with the Rapids Development League. And for Greeley FC, this one into the 18 for the moment, would play it out. Heaps tries to touch it through, turned over for the moment. Clark touches ahead. White will get to it, gives it back to Clark. Well played. Colin Clark on the run now, down the far side, still on the run. And ran right over the top of it. Got pushed off it a little bit, and the referee says play on. Maybe pulled back over the ball, and now a free kick opportunity for the Colorado Rush. Munoz tapped with that foul, and a quick restart for Colorado. To the middle, White tries to chip it through, chested down, swept away. And a throw in here from the far near side, I should say, for the Colorado Rush. Heaps will throw it in. Wilson got a little bit of real estate, a little closer. Now wants to try to chip it through. Clark keeps it. Clark went down pretty good there. He was a little slow to get up. He expected to get a whistle on that one, did not. Heaps chests down. He's going to get to the ball first here and then upended, and a free kick opportunity. Somebody, Soto, gets a yellow card out of it. Got in there and clipped him right on the ankle there. Gonna walk it off. Meantime, the Rush setting up here. Set play opportunity, Colin Clark. We'll send it in. Bounding ball, still in there. Rush will keep possession. The opportunity was there, but nobody from the Rush able to get their boot on it. Okay, they're way off his line here. Stepped all the way up. You see the Rush really trying to be very aggressive. Headed forward and onside. On that far side, and this one will go well wide. Clay was looking for his second goal. He was the only guy for Greeley FC down there. Nice job of defending for the Colorado Rush there. 56 minutes in here to a 90-minute match. You see that finish. Defenders got back pretty good. There wasn't anybody really to help him out. 1-0 lead for Greeley FC, though. Turned over and turned right back over there as Carvajal got turned around a little bit on that one. Crowley descended forward. White to the far side now. Greeley FC. Counterattack's not there. They are keeping 4 guys back. As soon as I say that, there is a counterattack for just the moment. Carvajal, the aggressive forward, along with Clay. 2 guys on the top of the offense for Greeley FC. Soto looking for Carvajal. Touch to Heaps. Bounding ball. Hartman puts it up into the air. Well, that is a free kick opportunity now for the Colorado Rush. Quick restart. Williscroft with it. Crowley to Colin Clark, left foot, and it'll sail too deep. And a goal kick opportunity here. Like what you see? Well, we hope you do. And if you'd like more, you'd like to watch, like to be a part of the broadcast, you can certainly do that as a sponsor. It's your business logo, commercials, live reads, all integrated right into the action. For details, contact Joe Webb, 720-341-8855 or jwebb with 2 B's at coloradorush.com. Flipped up over the top and rolls right to Shaler. Chipped over the top and onside. A little backspin to that one, though. Williscroft thought he had himself an opportunity, and out of bounds it goes. It'll be a throw-in for the Colorado Rush here. Soto could not get to it. The throw-in picked off. Reheda jumped in on that one. Rush have it back. White trying to touch it through. Soto in the way. Crowley will send it through. Clark onside. Chipped over the top. It's off the crossbar. The equalizer was right there, and it hits the crossbar. Colin Clark left all alone on that right side. What an effort. And we sit here at 1-0. Boy, that's a tough one. Bounding ball, a little trouble here. Wilson tried to stay with it. Clay's got it, drive, and a save by Shaler. Point blank. And Shaler makes the save. That's a giant save here to keep the Rush in it. We're an hour into the match now.
What a save by Shaler Thomas. I think that deserves a...
Boy, Shaler Thomas has been good. 4th year with the Colorado Rush Pro Development League. I'll tell you what. That's a big save. Particularly after the Rush had an opportunity for that equalizer and Clark just hit the crossbar. Boy, it was a nifty move too. Andrew White with it. Chip over the top too high and off is Marcus Pisa. Free kick opportunity for Greeley FC. And you can see play was developing there, but as White chipped it over the top, going to that far post, there's nobody around. Settled in for the moment. Wilson trying to stay with it. It'll be a corner opportunity, and the first one of the match for either side. And a corner kick coming for Greeley FC. Well, let's see. Vincent Vega will take the corner. I feel like the sun's starting to break through the clouds here a little bit. Vega to take the corner from the far side for Greeley FC. on the set piece. The outswinger in toward the top of the box. A drive and a handball. Did anybody see it? No. Oh, man, that went right off Wilson's hand. Officials did not see it in the group that was together over there. Soto trying to send it back. Bounding ball and a drive. Clay coming out and slamming right into the keeper. Thomas will come away with it here. Clay going to get helped up here and get a yellow card out of it, and that'll be his second yellow, and he now has a red. He comes over, apologizes to Chandler Thomas, and will now proceed to the bench area. And Greeley FC will play a man down. An opportunity for the Colorado Rush now. Let's see if they can do something here. And again, Terrence Clay, the yellow card after he scored the goal in the 38th minute. That was his first one. Comes down here being aggressive, going after the ball. Runs into the keeper. Gets his second yellow, and so it's an automatic red card with your second yellow. And he is out of the match, and Greeley FC's playing a man down. They will now for the next 27 minutes. Heaps to Crowley. Here come the Rush to the far side now. Clark to send it in. Far post, and he gets by everybody. Heaps was making a nice run at it, trying to get there. Well, the Rush have switched up a little bit. Clark is playing this right side now. He switched over to the left side there from up top. Goal kick for Greeley FC. Nursing a one-goal lead. And I say that because possession-wise, the Rush dominating this second half just like they did the first. Just can't find any weaknesses in that defense. Good possession here. White. Crowley. Willis Croft. Hartman pushes forward. Clark's got it now. Feel a little something starting to build here. This one deflected up into the air. Soto heads it over the boundary line. Throw-in opportunity for the Colorado Rush. '66th minute of the match. Bounding ball at the top of the 18 and played out. Well played defensively, Matt Anderson, who called his name a few times for Greeley FC. Greeley FC again sending it down. You see a little bit of this here. 67th minute of a 90-minute match. Crowley steps back to play it. Ryan Crowley. Defensive mid. Golden High School. Part of the Colorado Rush Academy. And by the way, Crowley's still in high school. That's something. Think about that. Goes to school at Golden High School, playing in the Development League here for the Colorado Rush. And as a defensive mid, has done a pretty nice job here. Heaps to Fitzpatrick. Hartman now. Now on the far side, this one's going to angle out of bounds. Yeah, that's a good question, Phil. Phil Mildren, exec producer here with Stream It Sports. With Crowley being in high school, Ryan Crowley, opportunity to play in the U.S. Open. I think you'd skip a couple days, and you're almost done with school anyway. So, as long as you don't miss a test. Rush trying to find the equalizer here. Clark. And a free kick opportunity for the Rush now. Fitzpatrick thinking about a quick start here, and he will restart it. Not a lot of set pieces for the Rush here from up top. They like to keep the ball moving, and then a turnover, and the opportunity for Greeley FC now to come right back. Fans, get your Colorado Rush gear. You find hoodies, t-shirts, sports outwear from the Rush online store. Visit rushprodevelopment.com. Click on the store tab. You can purchase, help support the Colorado Rush program. White, strong move to stay with the ball here. Right foot skipped, and keeping it in front there is Hita. It's wrong shot by Benjamin Gano. Thomas will scoop that one up and roll it forward now, and the Rush will try to push forward. Crowley's got it. And we'll get it back. 69th, 70th minute now of the match. 20 minutes. Rush looking for the equalizer here. They'll stay top of the table here, but if they're not able to get the equalizer, they're going to have company up top. Greeley FC will be right up there matching them with 17 points. Clark trying to dribble his way through. Down he goes. They say play on. Chipped over the top, and too much on that one. Thomas will get back. Taylor Thomas sent it now here to Wilson. Feel the sense of urgency that the Rush have here. They're looking for that equalizer. Heaps. Send that to the top of the box. Fitzpatrick got his foot on it to try to keep it in. Heaps. Andrew White trying to dribble through the defenders. Soto there instead. Ishikawa chipped over the top at a throw-in opportunity. Will be thrown in by the keeper, Thomas. Yeah, the Rush pushing all the numbers forward. They were running two guys along the backside. That's about it. Clark. Nice job to settle that down here toward the end line. The cross attempt. And it's chipped to the top. Top of the box. Baino lost possession. Rush will get it right back. Hartman to chip it to the far side. Clark's waiting for it over there. Left foot drills it along on the bottom, and it got by the keeper but goes wide. Clark put everything he had on it there. Pisa misplayed it as it skidded along the turf there, but it was wide of the post. Well, for the Rush, they've had some free kick opportunities on the Greeley FC side of the field, but they've been really quick restarts. Not a lot of set pieces. They've had no corner opportunities. Greeley FC's only had one corner opportunity. Soto tries to send it through. It is off of White, and it'll be a throw in for Greeley FC. 72 minutes into the match. Aggressive throw forward by Soto. Hernandez, and we'll go right to Shaler Thomas. Chipped over the top. Clark was onside. Didn't make it all the way through, though. Anderson. Kick it back. Keats, a nice job. Gatto. And it's chipped out. Fitzpatrick will stay with it. Fitzpatrick got a little real estate here to try to work. Tries to touch it through. Instead, Soto will intercept. Touched ahead to Soto. Offside. Little give and go there. Marvin Irahita tried to send it forward, but Soto, a little too much aggressiveness that time. Got to stay along that back line before you start to move forward. Just overplayed it. Anderson sends it ahead to nobody. Well, Thomas is back there. Time ticking down each possession now. Each time the ball is touched, it gets be a little more dramatic. Chip to White, who's working the left side now. Andrew White tries to dribble his way through. Anderson plays him off the ball. And now we'll play it off of White and get a throw in for Greeley FC. Greeley FC, again, they can kind of take their time here. A 1-goal advantage. Clark's got it. Rush catch a break there. Out it goes, and a throw-in opportunity coming here as both of them go down in a heap. So a throw-in for the Rush to the far side. Into the box. Willis Crop, and Fitzpatrick fires one. Soto's in the way, though. Hartman to try to fire one on. This one headed over the end line, and the first corner opportunity for the Rush coming here in the 75th minute. Just the second corner in the match for either team. Clark is going to take this one. Colin Clark lining up, get the left foot on it. Big set piece here. Driving shot, another corner opportunity. As Munoz got in there and just sent it over the end line. It'll be Colin Clark again, looking for the equalizer. Far post, into the air it comes. And a foul and a free kick opportunity for Greeley FC. Too much clutching and grabbing going on there. It'll be Pisa who will take the free kick and take his time doing it. Anderson heads it. And it comes right to Thomas. So the Colorado Rush back on it. They have dominated possession, but again, find themselves down by a goal here. Looking for Clark here on the near side. Clark working against Soto, goes to the left side, will drill one. And another drive by Heap into the box. Anderson trying to clear it out, cannot. Crowley is there. Crowley sends to Clark. Clark trying to get it to Crowley, too far behind him. But there's Willistrop. Give it back to Colin Clark. Clark will scoot it to the far side. Rush will try the far side. And the cross, so that hits the side netting. Trying to hook that around. I don't think he was trying to put it on goal. I think he was really looking for somebody to make a run in there. 78th minute. Time is running short here for the Colorado Rush. Suffered their first defeat last week to Boulder FC here in the league, and now just a few days out for playing in the U.S. Open Cup. Onside, and Thomas will send this one out. It'll be a free kick opportunity from back deep in the possession. Keep in mind let's see. Is that a yellow card? Another one handed out here. Keep in mind that Greeley FC is playing a man down right now. The Rush, again, have dominated possession-wise. They've not been able to get a look hardly at all on goal. Essentially, they've had 2 shots on goal. And Pizza has been on the mark each time. Crop trying to get to it here. This one's sent out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Colorado Rush. Croft, double team comes. He's trying to keep possession over there. Will. Touch to the corner. Into the box. Headed back out. It'll be a throw in on the far side. Dono send it in, but scooped up by Pizza. Wilson does a nice job to step up defensively and now has a little bit of real estate as he pushes his way down. Cross as he tried to send it in and settled nicely. '80th minute. 10 minutes to find the equalizer for the Colorado Rush here. They try to keep the pressure on. A loss last week, trying to avoid a second loss here before they head into U.S. Soccer Open Cup. Matchup against FC Tucson will be May 10th. It'll be a Wednesday, about 8:30. Colin Clark, a swing and a miss, but he got a boot right to the knee. Harbahall, in the meantime, trying to work his way down. Bounding ball and a whistle and a, let's see. It'll be a free kick opportunity for Greeley FC. Wilson got there about the same time as Pizza, the keeper, but once the keeper got his hands on it there, any kind of collision with the keeper, and the referee's going to side with the keeper. So a free kick opportunity for Greeley FC. Well, there's a lot of chirping going on down there. You are absolutely right on that. '82nd minute. Rush, you've got to find that equalizer here. Chipped over the top and out to play it is Pizza. Greeley FC playing a man down here. And now you almost have to settle back into a bit of a defensive shell, down a man. You've got a lead. And so far, done a nice job. A couple shots directly on goal unofficially. 2 corners for Colorado Rush, but they're not able to break that goose egg up on the board. Willis Kraut touches to the far side. Gatto, the cross in there. The header could not get his head on it. You saw White trying to get down there. Well defended by Greeley FC. It'll stay in play here. The Rush will push forward once again. Chipped over the top, and Pizza is there. And ready to punt this one out of trouble. Tell you about the national program for soccer players with special needs, the Rush Thunder program. Special needs program established to promote the game of soccer in a unique segment of the club's community. Thunder employs a buddy system. High school age Rush players, buddies help in one-on-one situations with the Thunder players and build the skills and confidence through a very fun atmosphere. Having consistent weekly volunteers gives each Thunder player a couple of buddies that know each other well. Want to volunteer? Rush Thunder? Love to have you. Contact Danny Elsner for more information. 720-231-8430. Greeley FC, a little push. Carvajal now down this left side. Drives it and wide, but a corner opportunity coming for Greeley FC. Thomas was there and up for it. But Juan Carvajal got a pretty good strike on there. It looked like from up here that it was probably going to be wide. Thomas wasn't going to take the chance. Second corner opportunity for Greeley FC. 85th minute here. To the far post. Header off the crossbar. And off of the football crossbar, so it'll be a goal kick and a quick restart. And a free kick opportunity. Yeah, free kick opportunity. And another yellow card handed out. Oh, we got 6 of them now today, I think. Whew. Munoz whistled for the infraction, and so a free kick opportunity, and let's see, a set piece opportunity for the Colorado Rush if they would like. Greeley FC playing a man down. The red card given to Terrence Clay. Clay, who scored the goal, got a yellow card, and then in the second half here, being super aggressive, slid into the keeper. Chip to the far post, too much on it, and a goal kick coming. Wilson got a little too much on it. Ryan Wilson. He's at School of Mines right now. Evergreen product. 4th year, Colorado Rush. In their various programs, now in the Pro Development League. Hartman trying to win the header. Heads it again. Touch here to the near side. Heaps. Now Crowley. 87th minute. To Clark as he tries to work his way through. Will stay on the left side. Upended. Out it goes. Throw-in opportunity for the Colorado Rush. Colin Clark going to come away battered and bruised from this match. Spent a lot of time getting knocked over and knocked down. He's a strong man. 2-on-1 opportunity. Anderson touches ahead onside. The drive, too wide. Tried to keep it along the ground. Did Irahita, and how about that? Shaler Thomas up to the task. That would have been the nail in the coffin right there. Rush got caught with just one defender back. Did the job. Still just a 1-goal deficit. Free kick opportunity. And a little extra chatter on the far side. In the meantime, dangerous position for a set piece for the Colorado Rush here, the 88th minute. Looking for the equalizer here. Clark will take this.
All right, Rush fans, let's make some noise. Let's reach it to
Win the match, you stay on top of the table alone. Lose the match, you're still on top of the table, but you got company. Greeley FC will tie you with 17 points. Left foot along the ground. It's headed over the end line and a corner opportunity coming. Third corner opportunity for the Rush. This will be Willis Croft on the far side. In swinger, right side, header on, and the equalizer's there. How about that? Nick Hartman. The captain comes through. Take a look at it here as it's driven in. Oh, he's in a great spot there. Right on top the 6. There you go. Tied at a goal apiece. It comes in the 88th minute. That is a giant goal. Well, do the Rush go all out? And a free kick opportunity coming here as Clark is upended. Just the third shot on goal all afternoon for the Colorado Rush, and it's a huge one. Yep, here comes Hartman into the picture. They'll put him in. They're setting it up. Clark will take the free kick. 89th minute. Looking to get the lead. Chipped in there, headed out. Clark will get there first. Heaps back to Clark. Trying to step his way over and instead swept aside. $15, Nick Hartman, I believe. Yep. "89 minutes in. Might be a little extra time. We'll see. Looking for Heaps here on the far side.
Rush goal by captain number 15, Nick Hartman.
Bounding ball through, and whoa, misplayed by the keeper, and a whistle. And another yellow card to be handed out here. Whew. A lot of yellow cards today. Again, bumped the keeper. Willis Croft says, Andrew White says, I don't know what to do. Momentum was taking me in. Suddenly he lost the ball, but the reason he lost the ball was White bumped into him. At least as far as the referee could tell. Trying to work his way through Wilson there, and a free kick opportunity now for Greeley FC. Boy, Willis Croft keep flying in there, trying to get in there, and Irahita gets upended. And now Greeley FC with a set piece of their own. Soto's going to take the kick here. And the clock is stopped at 89. I don't know why the clock is stopped. It's been sitting there for a while. So we're into extra time here. This one chipped over the top, headed up, in, and a goal! Greeley FC with the goal. They get it right back. Perfectly timed. Wow. Soto with the delivery here. Oh boy, I think that is Marvin Irahita. Got his head on it there. In extra time, Greeley FC with a second goal. And now the Rush pushing as best they can here. All you can hope for is a quick draw, but you get the set piece. One more opportunity. Shaler Thomas is going to come down too. Last gasp for the Rush to try to get the equalizer here and get a draw. Top of the box. Tipped through and tipped down, and that will do it. Greeley FC with a goal in extra time. Irahita with the header flicks it on goal, and it's a 2-1 victory for the boys from up north. Greeley FC, they will tie the Colorado Rush at the top of the table now, getting the full 3 points with the victory. Both teams now with 17 points in the UPSL. Tough one for the Colorado Rush here today. They got that goal from Nick Harmon, the team captain, in the 88th minute, but it all goes for naught with a extra time goal by Greeley FC. 2-1 the final. We thank the Colorado Rush community and Joe Webb in particular for inviting us to be a part of this. 4 more broadcasts here from Shea Stadium and the Colorado Rush. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Again, the final 2-1 as the Rush fall to Greeley FC here on this Sunday afternoon as the sun has come out. The Rush still atop the table, but they've got company now in Greeley FC. Thanks for watching, everybody. For Phil Mildren, I'm Cory Lopez. We'll talk to you in a couple of weeks here with Colorado Rush Soccer on Stream It Sports.